Hello everyone and welcome to my final video of the year. I'd say this was probably one of my most productive years on YouTube. This one I made a lot of different videos. They had a bit of variety. This probably wasn't the year I made the most. I'd say that would be last year with all the Night in the Woods and Cuphead videos, but this one had so much variety that I really wanted to talk about out of all the videos, which one did I enjoy making the most, or my favorite moments that have happened to me this year involving YouTube, involving you guys, involving me editing. And I'm probably going to talk about all the videos starting from the bottom to what I really liked the most, what I appreciate the most. So I'm so excited to talk about this. So let's begin. These are my favorite moments of this year. Starting off, I want to talk about how I made my theory that Super Smash Bros. Brawl Subspace Emissary and the Marvel Cinematic Universe had similar things, and I made a stupid theory that Marvel was ripping off Subspace Emissary, and you can kind of see all the connections that I made. My friend and I would talk back and forth about it, and I was like, you know what? I need to tell the world about this, and it was just done for fun, and it doesn't have, the best likes, it got a dislike, I don't mind that, it's a stupid theory anyway, but I just thought it was kind of unnerving that I just wanted to tell people, I'm like, the cinematic universe, especially with Infinity War, has a similar story to the Subspace Emissary, but it was stupid, and it's fun to do. If you want to check it out, you can. It's kind of stupid, but I enjoyed doing it. For my first video of the year, I did a commentary on my starter review for Ditto Disaster because the finale, or the supposed finale, because I don't know, I think Dane said season 2 is actually happening. I thought he said Starters was ending, but for some reason, since he put on the Rare Candy episode, my video was starting to get thousands of views, which was very shocking. It did had 3,000. Now it lays at 16,000, which is shocking for me, which I really appreciate it, but I felt like my Lavender Town review was much better, but anyway, oh, that one got a lot of views too. It's at 5,000 or something. But I did a commentary about me talking about Ditto Disaster, which it was kind of nice. I know people said you needed to react to it, but I made it, so it's pointless of me reacting to something that I made. So it was fun kind of talking about my opinion on the series, how I made it, things that happened. I know it's a bit of a crappy review because I seriously made it on an iPad, and that's why I love my laptop, because they look better. So it was fun to kind of talk about one of my most popular videos on this channel. Now, one of my friends really liked my review of Oreos, which was a bit of a pointless video last year. I just wanted to do something that wasn't Night in the Woods or Cuphead related, but I did want to review this series of cereals that Funko was releasing called Funkos, and the one I wanted the most was when they first released them, they made a Cuphead and Mugman one, and each box or each cereal comes with its own pop, and I really wanted the Cuphead and Mugman pop that came with it, but they sold out, though in November when I went back, they restocked, and there was one left, so I was like, yes, now's my chance to make a video on this, and it was actually a very surprising video. If you guys see my reaction, it's actually very legitimate. I didn't expect anything to happen like that, but it was a bit of a funny review, and I liked how I made my setup. If my room looked really messy, I was cleaning it, but I liked how I set it up. I liked how I had my Cuphead Pops on one side and my Captain Crunch one on the other, because it was a cereal review, and that was kind of fun to do. Now, my friends, especially my brother and one of my other friends, made a little story involving a character named Gunter, and they wanted to make it its own series, and I said I'd help out with whatever they wanted, so I did some camera work, but for the most part, I completely edited the episode, and I love editing, and it was fun to make something that my friends really wanted to do. They never really have an interest in making YouTube films anymore. Well, sometimes we'll say, hey, we have a script, we should make a Crazy Fun Studios on this, but they wanted to make this a series, and I do have episode 2 just someone hasn't given me the music to the video for months. And speaking of that, I think it started with Henchman, but my friend Michael really likes music, and it was so nice of him for him to do the music because it does sound really good. Because I tell him, "Can you make a song that would sound like this? It would be perfect for this moment," and he'd do it, and it would actually be really good. So I really thank him for making the music. And then, of course, my brother and my friend who made the original story were in charge of doing the script, so it's really weird, but we love weird. We love doing stupid, funny stuff. It's just the kind of humor we like. So editing Gunther was really fun to do. Now, this one was probably my most recent video, but Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out on December 7th. I went to my local GameStop and waited because I pre-ordered it, and I kept hearing they were going to release it at 9 p.m. on the 6th. And I told my friend Alejandro that I'd get it so we would play it the next day. It was a fun experience because I've never done something like that. I went to my GameStop, it was packed. At 8:30 we all lined up and waited in line for the game. Once 9 hit, we all came in, we got our poster, we got our game, and probably the best part about it was we all got this raffle ticket. There are 4 winners. I was one of them, and I got this pin. It's still with me and it looks really good, though I'm not going to take it out of the packaging. And for those who want to know my opinion on Ultimate, I love it. Like, I think this is better than Wii U, though I might need to play Melee and Brawl again to see what I like better, but since this has all the characters, this could be my favorite Smash. Who knows? I'll have to play my top 2 to see what I like better, but I think the wait was worth it. I love it. I know some people don't like this new one, but I loved it, and I really liked the game. But anyway, it was a fun experience to wait in line. Now, with this one, I went back to my roots for the channel, which was gaming. And for Halloween, I didn't want to do scary video games because I honestly hate scary, but I thought, hey, a common thing that are in scary movies is violence and blood. We have Saw, Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'm thinking, you know what? I should play some of those whacking games. So I did something called Whack Week, where once a day I'd post me playing a whacking game, and it was fun to do. How I had to do one a day at a specific time, and it was from different people, and it was really fun. And for the first time, I did a face cam because I was thinking, I'm like, people would kind of want to see my reaction to these bloody deaths. So that was kind of a nice addition for me to do. So Whack Week made me very busy with editing, but it was really fun, and I'm kind of glad I did this. And like I said, if you guys want another Whack Week, I'll do so because I don't think they're the most viewed videos I have, but it was just so much fun to do that I would do it again if other people wanted me to. Now, this one, I literally had no ideas. I just really wanted to make this one, though shockingly, it became one of my more popular videos, and I decided to read old comments from all of my videos, and I just thought of this on the spot. I'm like, you know what? I have a lot of comments, especially on a couple of my videos. Why don't I look these comments up? It was a really fun idea. There were people talking about me, talking about the video, and it was fun to see what my audience was and what they said. And this was a fun experience, and I don't know if I'll make another one soon because it's kind of hard to talk about comments that I've already gotten, but I can probably do one in the next year or so. I'll just need to see if many people will comment and I can do them. And I'll have to remember like which ones are new and which ones I've talked about before. So I think the reason why I might not do another one is it'll be hard to talk about something like, or to find out which ones are new. So I'll probably give it some time first. Now, as we usually do one Crazy Fun Studios film a year, or we just basically make them when someone has a script and they say, hey, let's do this, and we'll do it. So this year, I wrote a script, I directed it, and we made Henchmen. And I feel like with every video I edit, the editing gets better and better. Like, if you look at some of my old Crazy Fun Studios stuff, the music's very loud. I use some sound effects weirdly, but I feel like I improve every year and the videos get better and better and better, and I just feel really proud of these. Like, I know these stories will be cringy and such, but I just I want a career in movie editing, and I feel like this is a bit of a nice step for me to do because I can improve, I can have fun doing what I love doing, and we enjoy doing this. Like, I think my friend Nathan has done some skits with us on his own channel and such, and it's just a lot of fun to do. We have so much fun, and we love doing this, and I'm just really happy to make this one because it might not be my favorite story or my favorite film based on story or humor, but the editing that I did, I felt like was much better, and I can't be more proud of myself. I can't thank my friends enough and my brother enough for helping making these, and this was a fun experience to do, and I loved making Henchmen. Now, with a new series I started it in August, but I did a series called Opinion Discussion, and I kind of wanted to do this because one of my favorite series from Smosh Games is Why We're Single, and it wasn't really like a top list, it was just people talking about a topic and discussing their opinions on that said topic, and I thought it was a really good idea that I wanted to do, and I made a video about it when I reached 500 subscribers, and I said, mention me a topic and I'll talk about it. And there was video games that made me bored, so I did that, and I had a lot of fun doing these. And weirdly enough, my most popular one is my favorite adult cartoons, which I thought of on the spot. And I don't think my opinion has really changed. Ever since Big Mouth Season 2 came out, I could say it's a bit better than Disenchantment, but I still think my top three are this, and that. I'm not to spoil the video. If you guys want to see it, just go to it and see it. But that was fun. I liked the whole Funko Pops that I really wanted because I found out some are actually happening. And then this one wasn't really popular, but I talked about music movies, and if you guys could tell, I kind of copied the style of Cell Specs because I thought it fit well because when she does her favorite movies, animated movies of the year, she'll add a song, and since these were all music movies, I thought it fit well, but I didn't mean to like copy her style. I just kind of wanted to do it since it fit well, but I kind of liked talking about my favorite movies and music movies because I like the Beatles movies, I like Pink Floyd's The Wall and all those other movies, so it's long and it wasn't the most viewed, but I think I did a great job on that one. Of course, there was the Halloween costumes episode. It was a great look back into my childhood, though, of course, embarrassing stories ensued, but that one was kind of cool to do, and it was the first time I've ever really edited my character because he's normally in a black shirt, used to hold fries, but he doesn't anymore, and then he has red shorts. But I made him dress up like May from Night in the Woods, so I had to make the outfit, I had to give him the ears and the hat, and I am very proud of how it turned out because if you look, I think he looked really good. So I'm glad how I made my avatar look a little bit like May as a costume. So I think out of all the things that happened in opinion discussion, that was the thing I was the most proud about. But yeah, I thought opinion discussion was a great idea. And again, if you guys want me to make more, comment a topic and I'll talk about it. It can be movies, video games, etc. Now, you guys are probably thinking about this too, but I thought the Q&As were a lot of fun to do, and I'm still doing them, but I think I made a video saying they won't be once a month. I'll do them whenever I feel like it cuz I like to get a lot of questions. They make me like want to talk about it more, but don't worry, I am still going to make more Q&As, but I kind of started this because I was thinking of what maybe if I get busy, you guys can do something that will give me content for me to talk about and I can make a video off of it. But I'm not gonna lie, I think the reason why I wanted to do this is because Movie Unleashers did his own Q&A and he actually answered my question, which was so awesome.
Will your new projects be a mix of parodies and original content? Actually, yeah. I already got kind of a parody vibe going with my original stuff anyways. And I might revisit some series later on. We'll see.
I know I'm kind of being a fanboy, but it was just so amazing for him to answer my question that I was just so happy. But the more I did the Q&As, the more I enjoyed them and wanted to do more and more and more of them. So I know you guys want me to probably make this like its own video or something, but since it's the end of the year, I kind of wanted to talk about my favorite Q&A questions that I got this year. And I really liked the trendy questions that you would send me, like someone asked me about hashtag cancel South Park and the T series versus PewDiePie, and it was kind of interesting to talk about like my opinion on trendy things. And of course, I also like weird-ish questions. Like someone asked me what I thought about tortillas, but it was just so funny that I had to answer it. And I also kind of like the personal questions that you would send me. Like, nothing, I hate answering things that are like super personal, but when you ask me, like, what's your opinion on this or what do you think of this, I kind of liked talking about that, which was kind of interesting. And then probably one of my favorite questions that I answered this year was for my fourth Q&A, someone asked me what my favorite YouTuber was, and I did like a cut of like me mentioning like 50 YouTubers. You should see it. Like, I love how I edited it, how it was fast. I mentioned so many YouTubers, and that's probably one of my favorite moments this year alone. I'm so happy I can do this. And if you guys really like these, because I see some of you guys saying that you really like these, and of course I'm going to do more. Like, I did 4 this year within a third of the year, so of course there's going to be more, but you'll probably have to wait a bit. And of course, you guys were going to know this, but my Type of Maniac review, as you guys saw in the video, I said this was my favorite episode of the series so far, but I really like how I did this. I love the new jokes I added. I feel like with editing, they get better and better. Like when I look at Ditto Disaster, it's kind of like the editing's kind of cheesy. Then I look at Lavender Town, I'm like, it got better. Then I look at this one, I'm like, this one got better than the one that got better. So I feel like I impress myself more and more when I make these, and I'm really proud of how this new one turned out, especially since this is my favorite episode. And I thought it was a great video that I made, and it was a good last summer video until I reached 500 subs. So it just felt really good to do that. And Dane, you're probably tired of these, but if you want me to stop, I will. But I just enjoy doing this, and I always like doing kind of Mr. Enter Nostalgia Critic style reviews. And I'm really proud of how I edit these, and I'm really proud of how this one turned out. And for my favorite thing that happened this year, would probably be my top 15 favorite movie moments videos. Like, this was a 3-part series because if it wasn't, you'd probably get this video most likely in August because these videos, not only did they take a long time just to set them up, but since they're movie clips that I put in them, I had a lot of copyright issues up my butt about it. Like, part 3, most of my films were from Fox and they didn't like it, so they had to say, you can't show this video because of these clips, and they can do what they do, so that's why it was an issue for my number 1 since it was a Fox film. I had to freeze some of the clips, which I feel bad because I was very passionate about this video, talking about my favorite moments, and it's really a look back onto why I like movies in general, how they affect me, why I like these films. I really like how passionate I was about these. And I don't say watch my videos, like, I don't want to force you to, but if you have the time, like, an hour, I say watch my favorite movie moments videos. I felt like I did a really good job with them, and I really like how they came out. So, out of all the videos I made this year, this was my favorite, but I'm so excited to make a whole lot of different videos in the new year. Hopefully, I can do new ideas, continue old series, and I just felt like 2018 was probably my favorite year that I've done so far. And I want to thank you guys especially, because it's you guys that motivate me to keep making these. And I know I only have like 500 subs, but I feel like having just one makes me happy. But I just really like all this support that I'm getting because it motivates me to do more than I normally do. Because I normally do video games, and then the more subscribers I get, the more I do different content like short films, random videos, top 10s, opinion discussion. I have done so much thanks to you guys, and I couldn't thank you guys enough for making this channel really thrive this year. So Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for making this year a big success, and I'll see you guys in the new year. Bye bye.